What's going on, everyone? It's your favorite jealous hater Apoc, and welcome back to the channel where I analyze things that sometimes don't really matter. So if you guys have been here before, you know I'm not really a fan of Dad Challenge podcast. To be frank, I really don't think he stands for what he says, and that he's using the cause against family vloggers to his own benefit to put money in his wallet, which is fine, but I don't know how many times that I've heard this guy say that he knows for a fact that YouTube will do nothing about family vloggers because the money's too good, and I'm definitely gonna agree on that. They're not gonna do anything. That money is just too damn sweet for them. But basically what he's stating is that the cause is futile. And yes, of course I'm aware that speaking up for these vlog kids is a good thing, is a great thing. And no matter what I or anyone thinks about DCP, at least there's some light at the end of the tunnel. And you know, I really don't want to hear.
Oh, so what, Apoc? You don't like Josh? You're just fighting daddy with these parents taking advantage of their children?
Yeah, because clearly by my content, I'm just peachy with what they do. I do the same damn thing as Dad Challenge podcast. I bring light to family vloggers, although I would say we do it in a much different approach. And no, for those of you who get confused, I'm not talking about him being brash. I'm brash as well. He has contradicted himself time and time again. But just because I think that, just because I'm not a fan of his, doesn't automatically make me a Micah sympathizer. Just because he has a good message doesn't mean he's a good messenger. You know that there are people out there who are very likable who ended up being serial killers. Now don't get it twisted, because I know someone out there is gonna be like,
oh, Apoc's comparing Josh to Ted Bundy.
Because that's not at all what I'm doing. What I'm saying is that bad people can still have a good message. I don't know Josh personally, so I cannot define if he's a bad person or not, but from what I've seen on his content, I really don't think he's a good person. If you do, okay. His message is good. I'll give you guys that. I do the same thing, but we also can agree to disagree. People are allowed to like who they want and to dislike who they want without being labeled pro or that they're against the cause. I literally been labeled that, and yet I've done more against family vlogging than most of his community. I'm not saying Josh himself, but what I'm saying is I'm still there in the trenches putting out videos against these people while others just watch. I'm one of the voices against them, yet some people from his community has said that I'm against it. How does that make any sense? Now again, I have my own reasons why I don't like him. If you do, again, that's fine. But that also doesn't mean I hate him or that I'm against him or that I'm jealous. Just because someone speaks out against somebody else doesn't automatically mean they hate every fiber of their being. They're literally criticizing him. I know that's confusing for Josh and some of the people in the DCP community because they automatically think that you're against Josh if you say anything about him. Yet all I'm doing here is criticizing him. That's literally what he does for a living. That's what we're doing here. Yet if it happens against him, the person behind the video is wrong. All the videos against Josh are wrong. Everybody who's criticized him whatsoever is just wrong. That doesn't really make any sense. And believe me folks, having a grown audience who thinks shit like this is funny is nothing to be jealous of. Pure cringe. Anyways, I just wanted to state that real quick before we hop right into the actual topic of the video. And just because DCP isn't my cup of tea doesn't mean I'm gonna sit here and be a biased little biatch like some people, and I'll actually defend him in this Shannon Rose ordeal. You know, even though he tried to tactically dox another creator with Sloan, trying to expose information that creator didn't want out there. But anyways, let's just hop into today's topic. So if you don't know what's going on, basically DCP pushed out a video on Shannon Rose and brought up her past and some of the things she did. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get demonetized, but I'm just going to assume you all know exactly what I'm talking about. But Shannon actually responded to DCP with her own little video, making up some pretty bad false claims against Josh. It's pretty bad, calling him a and whatnot and whatever else, with no proof, no basis, no evidence, nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Just pure baseless garbage. Unless you have some bomb-ass receipts, you need to keep your damn mouth shut, because you cannot just claim that or label that on someone. That is horrible. That is something that could follow them later on, beyond the scope of YouTube. Like I said, I'm not a fan, but there's just no way I can just sit around and let someone be slandered like that. Shannon even went as far as telling people within that description of her DCP response video to go dislike bomb his. That is against YouTube terms of service. How the hell are you going to come on here and claim someone's bullying and harassing you when you literally do the same thing? Hypocrite. Now I did want to break down her video, but unfortunately it's gone. She deleted it because she got a lot of backlash from it, even from her own community. Again, you cannot claim things like that, but obviously I can't break down that video, so we're just gonna see what people have to say. Okay, let's get it. It's ironic to me how concerned family vloggers are for their own mental health, but don't think about the future and current mental health of the children that they're exploiting. That's actually one of the best analogies for family vlogging that I've ever heard. I actually didn't think about that. Vlog parents don't think about their child's mental health or how vlogging will affect them later in life. They only care about money and how much they can keep raking in, but they don't think how that can affect their child later on. But when vloggers or their communities bring up mental health, for them it's like a get out of jail free card. They'll do something really shitty and then they'll start talking about their mental health. Because if you speak out against mental health, you're automatically a piece of shit. But you know, not the person using mental health as a weapon to get out of stuff. And I know I'll probably see a family vlog crony on here going,
They are humans too, Apoc. They have feelings and are valid. What if one of your videos proving lies, manipulation, and deceit causes one of them to harm themselves? Your words matter.
well, for one, why should we even give a damn about their mental health if they don't care about the mental health of others, not even their own children? The positive, be kind, stay in your life, garbage community is the same one that will tell you we need to keep lifting each other up after they've railed on you and told you they hope you have a miscarriage, or claim that I use my own dead son for clout when all I do is talk about him every now and again, but he has not even had a video focused on him, while the people that they watch milk and exploit their children to the bitter end. Mental health is very serious, but like I said, it is used as a weapon. You don't think these people will use it as a weapon to get out of shit? That's literally what they're known for. Let's take Hypocrisy, if that's how you say her name or whatever, but she just got herself into a little controversy because she stole from another creator, a smaller creator. She admitted to stealing someone's product and selling it as her own, and then claimed she was in a bad place, even though she based it all off of being greedy. It wasn't being in a bad place. Then guess what she started talking about? She started talking about her mental health. What's more concerning to me is why vlog communities let them get away with so damn much. I don't know why she thinks it's a good idea to imply she's suicidal. I don't believe she's that bothered by your video. She goes out of her way to create controversy to cash in. I'm willing to bet she's going to try to antagonize you a lot to keep this going. That really wouldn't surprise me at all. Anything and everything to make that quick buck. You know, YouTubers, especially vloggers, like to sit around and play pretend that they hate drama and gossip, yet they'll literally admit to watching it. Not to mention literally creating it, even if it's real, but most of the time they fake it. You ever see those videos on a vlog channel where they read hate comments off? They feed off of it. They make money off of it. The only thing they're gonna do is pretend that they're pressed and make money while they sad fish. I wanna come to your defense so bad, but I feel like I don't even need to. That's insanely slanderous and she's promoting it. Again, I'm not a fan. I'm not really one to defend him, but I completely agree. This deserves some defending. You don't do what Shannon did and try to get away with it and play victim. Shannon will do anything, including twist and make up facts for drama and to create content based on her past videos and actions. She doesn't care whether it creates positive or negative attention and views. It's all about money for her, and the well has been supposedly dried up for years. That's because people are sick of watching vloggers live their best lives while everyone else struggles. I think last year was a big clue to people. They started to get the idea that these people have it made. Some vloggers are even claiming they're just like regular people, yet they weren't the ones losing their jobs and their businesses and maybe even their homes. No, they were making money the entire time. Oh, but they lost some sponsorships. Poor you. Okay, but when she says in her response to you, I didn't kill animals, I killed crawfish. Those are fish, not animals. Mind blown. I didn't know this level of stupidity even existed. Well, where the hell have you been? You're a fan of DCP, right? So you should see the vloggers and their stupidity. Honestly, with vlog moms, I have never seen people so utterly ignorant in my entire life. They will literally use words with different meanings. Also, I don't know how Shannon doesn't think that a sea creature is considered an animal. That is such a really ignorant mentality. You know, it's kind of like last year there was an ASMR chick getting a bunch of grief online for literally torturing a sea creature for an ASMR video. She probably has too much blood flow going to those plastic surgeries. Apologizing for sharing alleged child R accusations does not make up for it. You can ruin people's lives with false accusations and spreading lies. Does she not realize how difficult it is for actual victims. She had no basis or evidence for this. She clearly wanted to make you look bad. This is absolutely disgusting. She knows she's in the wrong. I completely agree. There are plenty of things you can criticize Josh for, but this is not one of them because it doesn't exist. It's not real. It's slanderous. She's making shit up, which I'm not really sure why, because there's plenty of things she could have criticized, but instead she decided to defame his name. And like I said before, this goes beyond YouTube. These kind of things matter because they can go beyond the platform and actually trickle into his real life. So if Josh commits suicide, it's all Shannon Rose's fault for doing this video, bullying him and accusing him of such a horrible thing. Man, I love when logic slaps him right back. This is one reason I dislike the internet. Anyone can say anything about anyone without proof. I really hope most people see through her BS. She is gross. Yeah, you know, for some reason online, people can say anything about anyone with no proof, no basis, no evidence, and no receipts whatsoever. And I don't understand why, because when facts are actually presented to people, they don't believe it, which is just insane, but they'll believe the people that they idolize. Talk about having a bias. They will even call us jealous haters when there's nothing to be jealous of. I don't want a lake home and a boat and a bougie car with Gucci. Do you? I sure in the hell don't. That's not my goals. My goals are different. To me, that's all a waste of money. Vloggers, these YouTubers can make up anything they want, any claims that they want about us, and manipulate their cronies into thinking that anyone who criticizes them is just bashing on their success because they're unhappy with their lives or something, when obviously that's not the case here. Although, I won't ignore that there aren't actual people like that. You already know. Anyways, all you jealous haters, that's about it. I debated on making this video at all, even though I believe DCP is many things. He's not a as far as we know. Shannon didn't provide any proof, so in my eyes and everyone else's, he's not one. So I feel like I had to say something because again, I'm not biased. Even though I don't like him, I still will stick up for him when I see a wrongdoing. And I know some of you aren't gonna like this video because you're a big fan of Josh and you're infatuated with him or something. And if he's your cup of tea, that's fine. I really don't give a damn. Some people are gonna like him, some people don't. Some people like me, some people don't. We are allowed to like who we like. Some of you will like him over me or me over him. That's how this works. It's all about perspective. Isn't that the entire damn point of this all? We are allowed to like who we like without getting claims against us for just speaking our minds and having opinions. I've literally been accused by the DCP community, not all of them, but some of them, a handful, that because I spoke out against DCP and Sloan, I'm I'm for child exploitation. I'm homophobic and a Stauffer sympathizer, which is just insanely slanderous in itself. And I was called this just for having my own opinion about them. Even though I have roughly 200 videos exposing these people. Tell me, how the hell does that work? How am I those things if I'm literally in the trenches with them? Mind you, this is the very same anti-family vlog community who's going off on Shannon for making claims against Josh for the same shit. I'm asking you guys, what the hell is the difference? How is that not the same rhetoric that the vloggers spew from their mouths? From the same people we speak out against. That's the same things that they say about all of us. And I'm not saying you have to like me. I'm not saying don't go support Josh. I'm not going to say any of that. What I'm saying is have an open mind about opposing opinions. Because Josh isn't right all the time. He's been wrong, and so have I. All of us have our rights and wrongs, and we're allowed to speak out against it. But you can't put claims against someone's name just because they do that. Otherwise, you look like a hypocrite when the person that you like is getting the same grief. And just remember, and not that I'm speaking up for vloggers, don't get it twisted, but in their eyes, we are the bad guys. In our eyes, they're the bad guys. It's all about perspective and context. But that's all I have for you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, sub to the channel if you're new, like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Okay, bye.